Abusemo bibia kwaba enfambra Pinax TV so sabrede ensema hodo aba beto apono so na yede ebrahwefo ye hye ensem no asedia na ye kwakopie mu the presidency metre His Excellency John Dramani Mahama akache sabrede enche bia no ene beto odwa se mining ensensem bi ekoso with a South African mining company and the Goldfields has been in Ghana for a very long time. Woman no more mining most of our mining sites. Recently, diamond mines, ne omo and no more mining and sana kwakodi engineers and planners for ensem na entia ebani chimwa. Amidst all the chaos kosom. Was South Africa ano attacks upon attacks on Africans Ghana for binumu ka ho binumu finally crowd o mabe pie mu Ghana any idea evacuation exercise koso no President John Dramani Mahama akasa say good anything with kind of saying with regards to mining any idea will crude him hanede say no restrictions baso pa na restrictions baso na shase if you good feels for eso is and say the mining one of the mining sites are Ghana crude him na good fields for mining no they are looking at an extension of leases and say 2027 afia ebe remu no na wo mo time was wo mo de mining no aso intenya de asebe yede ebema wo mu ebiem na nsemo ebeto odwa no yetete sa se Goldfield for fechire ye kululu bi ni ade me no ka say this initiative no a transcend akwakodru GoldBod for akachi because him say any mining activity be ekoso bia no the end result ne gold bauxite any ade and GoldBod happens to be jumekua daily anase eda gold no anwa omo ba ye NDC ba ye no mo this initiative ne ba ye kwan ombe faso ye beton ye gold any ade na emprempren de ntia sa initiative from president akwakodru GoldBod no ene say gold na ka first ye mine ye raw state na ya export e de kwa man hodo so ene ade na fe yakwa akoye de ompese omo sande abreye ewukrum ha sami jemfi akasa wotwe says from the president himself John Dramani Mahama ochemu asese de yemfa raw gold bia enye export bia sese no ye are be refine gold na ewa ha ye ni enwumaku akese mienu akọ entiase apama ye hwa besa na said this is a way of president trying to say mining activities na nkasa ye gfi foreigners for ensem and the same way the refinery ninso no enya dia yebeja ede ama foreigners ebiem yebe akoti nsem a yera sami jemfi ede atudwa na eba nsem ne de doso a yebedo musuko.
His Excellency President Mahama campaigned on the promise of a reset agenda, and since his election he's been implementing this reset agenda in all facets of our lives. And for those of us who have been given the privilege to manage the precious mineral resources of our country, our marching orders from His Excellency the President has been very clear. From day one, His Excellency has told us that we must change the narrative of Ghana's continuous export of raw minerals. And that is why His Excellency has boldly announced his vision to bring to an end the export of raw minerals by the year 2030. And we have been given the mandate to lead the process to achieve that, mandate. Since we took office, when we took office on 7th of January 2025, Governor, as you may be aware, Ghana didn't have any functioning gold refinery that was refining gold in Ghana. All the gold that we're producing, both from the large-scale sector and the small-scale sector, were being exported out of Ghana in their raw state. And that is, I believe you will agree with me, a tragedy that as a mining country or nation, for all these years, we still do not possess, or at the time, we did not possess the capacity to refine the minerals we produce locally before export, to ensure value addition, to ensure local value retention.
So that is a year this GoldBod CEO, Yera Sambi Jemfi, and I could change some out the etuja. Not just say a year, kind of saying right now, gold a year to Ghana Hanum say ni de dodoana ye be refine ye de befa ye mfidie mu wo Ghana ha say goodie ne de komade ne de be ye nsumade ne de be ye whatever ye de be ye no ndwumekuo bi say Gold Coast refinery ni ade na wo mo ebeda no ama sa dwumede na koso na say export de ye twa so wo krodwe man. This is a directive a wo trema free Ghana ye mampani honom ba na ensem we beto who say the whole initiative to revamp and readjust enema ekoso ewe mining sector mu ewe Ghana hanu starts right from the mining site to the office of the GoldBod. Na gold fields wo South African based country ewo Ghana hanum say wo munwumadi wo mudie ni say wo na mine most of natural resources, gold particularly ewo Ghana hano one of omo lease ayedema omo with regards to a mining site no next year 2027 na asum na omo hwe kwan say anka aban ebe renew omo for another 30 years. Now so President John Dramani Mahama echemu enya dia wo bepene so amano abasa enti enenti a eba no ne se wo mo pekwan yon befa so na wo mo foreign affairs minister Ronald Lamola waba be kasa edi amom. As you can see on the screens we Ghana Chronicles so say breaking gold fails to include South Africa's foreign affairs minister Ronald Lamola in their lobby team to meet President Mahama and the lands minister for a potential mining lease extension. Into one say baby and some kika kono Ghana ye mpanimfo aye mani abrepa senya dia ye be mo any extension bia na omo amine biem e Ghana ha and they say they are looking for ways and means a betimi ene mampania kasa na opeso omo defa ye omo foreign affairs minister Ronald Lamola eso na wotimi ni aban ebe kasa edemo omo na ye signed 30 years biem e mo so omo betu gold e okrom hanom say na uhwemu anache se enya de a ebetimi aye possible sir because President John Dramani Mahama nani abrepa na that gold fields ejumekuo no na womo a mining site called Diamond Mines. Na Diamond Mines no nanseng ene beto ja se aban agye fi gold fields for nsemu ase say akwakodi the brother of the president Ibrahim Mahama ensem enentie ba ne say efibra gold fields for ye Diamond Mines fi omunsem na ye de ema Ibrahim Mahama ye engineers and planners ejumekuo no say Diamond crew na nkasa no sebe ni ni din kakra because ye Ibrahim Mahama ashebo say airport be ko ho development e be ko ho and basically no I say things are trying to fall in place for the people of Diamond. So on your screens, I said Diamond is trending in Ghana because the Diamond gold mine has officially shifted from the South African mining giant Gold Fields to local ownership under Engineers and Planners Limited. The takeover followed the Ghanaian government's refusal to renew Gold Fields lease after nearly 30 years of operation. Into Diamond crew ne da ho no mines ne wo ho no. Gold Fields farm mining wo ho for solid 30 years in finshie duasa. In Suko crew ni sokra there is nothing to show for. Now say the mine is now being managed by the Ghanaian firm linked to businessman Ibrahim Mahama, drawing huge national attention and political debate. Na uhwemu a efibre kodi Ibrahim Mahama nsa no enkomotwetwe bebre akoso ebinum kra e de petition akoma Siraj say womo enfre President John Dramani Mahama na omo ntoto na no wo saa ginesie na wasi no ho because omo ne say there is some conflict of interest wo baby any ade but uhwemu a kamia ye se eye gold fields for yin fi omo afiri honom akodi da man akodi engineers and planners for nsem no eye nipa bebre ede na esan se omo hwemu a gold fields South African country na South African country a se be yen crofo abepie mu South Africa na modem omo fa yakayaka mu you are maltreating them, beating them near there, but ye chiremwa and yes, anete any adeni nyina is a reason why Ghanaians are so happy. Say President John Dramani Mahama is refusing say or the any mining site ebeshe gold fields South African ejumekuo no ensa ebiem. Now there is a video amount for pointed out to about recently another Ghanaian man South Africa for we womo akoto ahye ne so chem say onko back to the country and so onko back to the country there and Ghana for so chirema gold fields for so enko back to omo a country yesha sa video we mbra na yento aso.
Patriotic Alliance, we are from Patriotic Alliance, however we are also with community with Sanbona Siapila. We are also with the community leaders here, right? So we came to the store to ask Uguti, who is the owner. I think they are saying it's you.
No, I'm not.
Oh, there is the owner. You are what? The manager? Okay. So, Baba, what we are doing is an awareness. We are busy. In fact, we come from, this is the second saloon that we came to, right? South Africans are the ones, I'm sure you are aware by now, that South Africans are the ones that are allowed to operate in the informal market. Informal market means small businesses. So I'll assume that as a person that comes from Ghana, when you visit a country like South Africa, you familiarize yourselves with the law to understand, when I get to this country, which type of jobs or business space am I allowed to occupy and so forth. Is that correct? Yes, so you know that as a foreign national, you're not allowed to own a small shop in South Africa. You're aware of that? Yes, but and you're comfortable with breaking our laws. It's okay. You can just break our laws. Because I, in my understanding, I can't come to Ghana and do what the Ghanaians don't want me to do. I will respect the laws of Ghana. So what we are saying, Baba, in short, is that we're taking back the informal market. Full control of the informal market as South Africans. The first one that we closed, we have put a South African there that she will be operating that store. Same thing is going to happen with each and every business that is in the hands, which is a small business that is in the hands of foreign nationals. So what we are saying, it doesn't end there. It doesn't end there. We are saying it's time for us as Africans to build this continent. We are saying you need to go back to Ghana and do the same. Fix your country. If there are foreigners in Ghana that are doing things that they are not allowed to do, Ghanaian people must fix it. Same thing. So we want Africa developed. We want citizens of each and every country.
Enti video we na manfo bebre atage a omuche mu se eye Victoria Africa peso ochire mu se ukọ South Africa ye onkrofobia wo se omuye adwuma bia ene Ghana hanso wo ba ha e ba no gold dia gold to dia ene wo se Ghana for ye ya gold enti ya ye tu ya de ye be ko Sweden nsem we echi na ya mamu update e wo ho now ye konsem